What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get started. All right, so I want to keep this video brief and look at compound in a very kind of simple manner. All right, first things first, I want to address that the RSI is in the overbought zone. We're getting in the overbought zone. Only one time have we been in the overbought zone where we did not progress higher than we are now, and that was this time here, right? Every other time, we've seen readings that were somewhat significantly higher than we are now. That would imply more growth to come, okay? More growth to come is welcome because once we get above this high, it's very likely that we don't stop anytime soon, right? We probably won't break above this high and then consolidate for months afterwards, right? We'll probably, once we break above this high, we're going to make our next, we're going to make a run up, a very fast run up to the next area of resistance. And whenever I say I want to keep this video simple and just brief, I want to talk about those areas of resistance, right? What we've been dealing with, essentially, is the prior lows of this whole area here, the prior lows that we had, this little double, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. We've been finding resistance in this area time and time and time again, right? And this is our third attempt getting to this area and hopefully breaking above it. If this is the support area that we're now finding resistance on and we break through this, what would be the next area to go to that we could find resistance on? You know, it could be this area. We found resistance here before at 174. To me, it doesn't seem that significant. If we look at it, kind of significant here, but not that significant. Okay, so let's move that line up a little bit maybe. Let's find, we found some resistance here, we found some support here, and we found some resistance here. Okay, so a little bit more significant. That line's at 250. And if we did take a line at the bottom here like we already have, we put a line all the way at the top, that line's kind of right in the middle. It's not right in the middle, it's a little bit lower, but still pretty close, right? And nevertheless, coming in at significant areas for support and resistance. The next area that I would think logically to find resistance at would probably be something either here or here. It's hard to say. Maybe this could be a zone in itself. I don't know, something like this. I would think if we move up to 427, we probably would press higher to this like 550 area, something like that. So maybe these lines would be what I would consider, okay? Just looking at it, trying to keep it simple, looking at where we found significant resistance and respect in the past, using those somewhat significant lines to project where, when we break this significant level of resistance, where we might stop, you know, and we'll probably go at least here, if not higher, is what I'm guessing by this, right? Now let's throw the fibs on there, see if we can make sense out of this in more than one way. From a high to a low, because right, we just use our eyes first, but high to low here. Your golden ratio, the 618, which if you guys, if you remember, and I've been saying this a lot recently because it's been happening a lot recently with coins that look like this, where you have this move down, large accumulation phase. When you break out of your accumulation phase, the first area to look to would be the 61869 area. And that 618 is at 235, coming in line very well. This is the fib here. I take that away, that golden ratio. It comes in line very well with this area that makes a lot of sense on a price perspective in itself. So that 235, 250, 300 area really looking promising, right? We're at $71. You guys, whenever the reason why I'm talking about this, it's so far away, is because once we break above $100, which is not that far away from 71, we break above this, it's on to these prices at least, and it's going to be very, very fast, okay? I've been saying it for a long time, but when we do move up, it's going to be faster than we move down. This was a fast move down. The move up is going to be faster, okay? So when we do break this line, expect that we're going to see these prices at a minimum very fast. We could go as high as 420 to 610 based on the fibs here. And this other white line right here, this white line, comes in line right in that range as well. So it's nice to see the fibs, the two key areas that I would identify, the 886, 786, and the 61869 for breakout reasons. It's nice to see the fibs agreeing with the areas that we can make sense out of with our eyes, right? I think that that's nice. There was something that I was going to say, and I got distracted. I can't remember. All right, and that's the reason why I'm addressing the potential breakout right now. The reason why I'm talking about it now is because I do believe what I started this video with, saying that we're overbought in the weekly RSI. I don't believe that we're going to stop here like we did this one and only time, right? I do believe we'll continue to go higher, and it might not seem like that much on the RSI, but in the price, what it will reflect would likely be prices that take us above this white line here. If we get above this white line, you guys, we're breaking out. It's not going to be like this. It's not going to be like this. We're not going to reject. If anything, maybe we consolidate a little bit, but at any rate, man, prices below $100 are going to be very short-lived. I'm sorry. Oof. And then prices upwards to, 240, 250, higher than that, they're gonna come quickly after we break above this like $90 to $100 line. So, and it does. I think this is the move. I really do think this is the move that's going to take us there. Retrospectively, we're going to look back and be like, it was so obvious this was the move. It was so obvious this was going to be the attempt. We have it now, right? Before it turns into this, we have it down here, right? If we look at this for what it is, okay. I'm going to delete everything. We got the line. It's like at like 250 something up here, okay. This is the move. From the beginning down here to the top up here, we just draw a line like this. Okay, here's your line. That's your move, right there. On this line, you are right here, right? You're right there. That much of the line has been eaten. You've got that much more to go. So load up the truck. Load it up all you can. There's a lot more of the move to be had. We haven't even had half the move yet, and this is the minimum expected targets, right? We could see prices that go higher than this. Inevitably, I do expect compound to be worth multiple $1,000s by the end of the cycle. We're worth $71 now. But I am excited. Right? This is the first time this move right here, if we just look at it for what it is too, taking away the account of other indicators. You moved up here, had a decent bit of volume, right? You had your move up here, had a decent bit of volume, and ever since it's just been going down each time. Moved up here, decent bit, but each time it decreased. This time you had a decent move, and it's level. The trend might be changing in the volume. We start getting volume to increase as you're moving higher. That lines up with the idea that this breakout move is legit, and I think it will be legit. And time will tell, but it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good end of the year. I do expect to see prices anywhere from $250 to $300 by the end of this year, if not by the end of January. And then we're going to progress after that. So if you like the video, guys, that's all I got to say. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.